the city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gardner. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Over the middle to Smith. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Throwing his Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. De'Ami Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass. They didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Out of the gun now on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And the Rams first down.
Here's a give up the middle. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Jarquez Hunter powering forward. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Rams are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. So that CD, that was impressive. He got out of 3, maybe 4 tackles there on his way to the end zone.
And a lot of times when you break a tackle or slip a tackle, it actually slows you down. That's what we were taught. If you don't make the play, make him stop his feet so someone else can get there and tackle him. But not here. He just kept right on going.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Eagles offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's 2nd in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. They go play action with Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Play action. Here's Hurts. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And a broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a run. Here's the 1st-round pick from April's draft. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And 10 at the 12-yard line.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete here. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
48-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1. And he whips that one incomplete there. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
This now a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Stevenson. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
3rd down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And that will be incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Rams.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line.
19 yards. And the Rams
back to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line.
That's another Rams 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Rams.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Eagles' 28-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Intended for his running back.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They run straight ahead with Corum. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
The 14-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10.
The 2nd down.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
4th down.
He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Number 10, incomplete. It's a turnover on
Throwing is Hurts. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Up the middle they go. It's Stevenson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Now he'll tuck this and run. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Martinez. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. That one complete down the field to Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they sequence things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Stevenson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's got Smith here. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. It's complete to Brown, right side. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. A nice little juke. And another juke. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hunter. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Second and 6.
Second and 6.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Number 86, incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. Hurts sets up to throw it. Nope. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jordan Davis able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. The offensive coordinator, sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The home team's offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And an Eagles first down.
They go play action with Hurts. He finds his man complete. It's Stevenson. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Second and 7.
Now a give right side. Stevenson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That second down play nets a -4. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
Looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now it's starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too in a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Rams first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Back to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Stevenson. And a very elusive run as he'll wind up getting about 9 on that one.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Stevenson. And he is met in his tracks behind a line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Hands it off out of the gun. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
They'll go with the keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Second and 4. Going to be taken in here by McCool. Back to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2nd down and 6 now.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the Eagles' 35-yard.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
There's a quick throw caught out wide. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Complete to number 4. A gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
He was taken down at the 10-yard
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They're going to look to throw. Open man, it's Hunter. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll set up a throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 3 yards out. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Up the middle they go. It's Stevenson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
At the 27-yard line.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. On the option left, it's Hurts. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's Hurts to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's good.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
And the Rams first down.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line.
And the Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now back to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
2nd and 1. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.